Check out this patriot. Let's see. I support the real president, Donald J. Trump. This is my mugshot. If it's good for one, it's good for all. Show your support. Post your mugshot. Hashtag mugshot.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Well, he made his own. If he had one from like being arrested, that would have been kind of based, I guess. But he just took a selfie. This would be a great time for Mug Root Beer to get involved. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing better than jumping on a trending political imprisonment. You know what I'm saying? If they could like Photoshop in, you know, Donald J. Trump kicking back a nice cold can of mug, the real mug shot, Lamau, and then Barks will have to be for Biden. They'll have to have the dog barking for Biden. And then they split the market 50-50. Easy money. Yeah, and then it's almost like if you don't have a root beer, you're not supporting your fucking candidate. So like people will be like hashtag bark for Biden and they're drinking a Barks. And then everyone else is like hashtag taking a mug shot and then it's them drinking mug in support of, they give 0.001 to Donald Trump's campaign or something. Genius. Fanta for DeSantis. Don't ruin Fanta. Fanta's the last soda I liked. Fanta sucks shit. Fanta's kind of an L. Sunkissed clears. Tell me you're not cultured. Okay? Just openly say it. All my Euro fucks know what I'm talking about, dude. Fanta hits different on the Rhine. Fanta hits different in the European Union, brother. Okay, I agree, but don't call us Euro fucks. Take it or leave it. Either we bond over Fanta or you got nothing, bro. Take it or leave it, bro. So is Trump in jail right now? Trump surrenders in Atlanta jail. He spent 20 minutes at the jail. No, he's not in jail. Okay. Damn. He was practicing the mugshot all day. 13 felony charges. A former U.S. president who flew on his own jet to Atlanta and surrendered at a jail compound surrounded by concertina wire and signs that directed visitors to the prisoner intake area. The nation's former commander-in-chief walked into a notorious jail, one that has been cited in rap lyrics and is the subject of the Department of Defense investigation into unsanitary and unsafe conditions, including allegations that an incarcerated person died covered in insects and filth. Here's the dream scenario, okay? Trump does go to jail, comes out a few years, tatted up head to toe and with a rap career. Comes out jacked, tatted, and with some real heartfelt songs about like shit he learned on the inside. Yeah, he just calls himself the Don. His fucking debut single, Indicted, dude. That would be fucking crazy. That would go so hard. We're in the dumbest timeline, and the dumbest outcome would be Trump goes to prison and wins from jail. So he has to be in jail. He has to run the government from inside a low security prison. That would be very funny. If he has to do like press conferences and like call world leaders, they have to put the Situation Room in D Block. That's actually so fucking funny. That would be certainly an interesting scenario. What else happened? Rule number 1 in Putin's Russia: defy him at your peril. Yeah, I mean, he did kill him. Existential affronts to the leader are neither forgiven nor forgotten. For more than 2 decades, individuals who have posed threats to the Russian leader have regularly found themselves exiled, imprisoned, or dead. Yeah, he has been killing for a long time. Boris Berezovsky, an oligarch, ran afoul of him and died in 2013 under murky circumstances. Yeah. Oh yeah, the isotope guy in 2006. That was a big news story. All governments kill for acts of perceived treason. Yeah, they usually don't just make them immunity deals before they do it. They usually don't say, hey, you are 100% immune for past crimes. Sign this deal if you do this, and then kill them. Extrajudicially. Hey, Shark, my job just announced a new round of layoffs over the next couple weeks. Wish me luck. Godspeed, soldier. Sucks to hear. Layoff periods are not fun because nobody really gets any work done because they're so afraid, and then you end up having like to take on multiple responsibilities. People, even if you do make it around. My company said regional layoffs are done. Now we'll just fire anyone. They said that? That's such terrible morale. That's such terrible morale. I remember the best layoff story I was told was Stan's. Again, Stans is often the boy who lived. He's been in a lot of jobs where everyone around him gets fired and he somehow emerges shaking from the dust. There was this Giga Chad that worked with Stans at like GMR marketing, and he was like a sales guy. He was always on the phone selling sponsorships or whatever. When he got fired, he's a kind of a ripped guy. He walked up to the guy, took his keyboard, he kind of like knelt and said, it's like an Amazon warrior returning his bow. And then passed him the keyboard and then walked out. That's like the most Giga Chad thing I ever heard. And the guy's doing good now. I mean, that guy's crushing it. A few companies are doing silent layoffs, firing people for performance when there's no difference in their performance. Really just a layoff? Silent layoffs, like they're mass firing for poor performance? Because the layoff really is about the number of people laid off. How are consultants still employed right now? Who are they even consulting? Nobody's hiring. Consultants thrive during layoff periods because companies hire consultants to help them fire people. Consultants come in and say, you have to fire these people, and then they can blame the consultant. Then the management can be like, oh, the consultant said, or they even have them do it sometimes. My first job out of college was a travel agency, and then COVID hit and they laid off 80% of the company. I gotta ask you, bro, why in the year 2020 were you going into the travel agency business? That business is already like long in decline, secular decline. That's like saying I graduated in fucking 2019. I wanted to be a fucking newspaper writer. I really wanted to work on a physical newspaper. What's weird is that, like, my understanding is travel's really picking up right now, at least international travel. Oh, what's this? Look at this. Big Four accounting firms pair their consultant ranks in post-pandemic reversal. Professional services giants are facing the consequences of aggressive hiring over the past 2 years. Couple less attrition than they expected. So they're firing their consulting ranks. Well, like I said, man, I think we are in, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just think our quote unquote good jobs numbers are cooked, bro. And I don't think they're fake. I just think they're very misleading and use a lot of like good jobs disappearing, and they count like really borderline stuff as job growth. And so we keep getting like, oh, job numbers are good. And I look around and I'm like, everyone's laying off, dude. Everyone's laying off. Yeah, I think we're seeing an erosion of real jobs, and there's like fucking people counting as, you know, what, like Uber driver or whatever, and it's counting as a job, but it's not. I'm super interested in it because I've talked to Uber drivers for 10 years now. No, not 10 years, 6, 7 years. And you can real time over the course of years see how Uber has really cut back on what they're paying them. It's just become more and more unviable. Like back in 14, 15, 16, all the Uber drivers you talk to are making fucking great money. They're making great money. They have these things called like, I don't know, like incentive bonuses, or you do a certain number of rides, you get a big cash bonus. They changed all that shit, bro. Now you talk to an Uber driver, they're like, yeah, there's like fucking no incentive. They take a bigger cut of every ride. Obviously, there's no pay for any gas or any damage to your car. You know, it's just fucked. I mean, it's just so much harder. And that's why Uber drivers now cancel on more rides, because a short ride is often not worth it. Big A, you ever hold your tongue and say Apple? Nah, I'm just playing with you. Aho. Holy shit, bro. Language. Oh.